have I felt like it was a very delicate relationship with this material. That this is, this process of using material that was intended for something else and then reworking it is something that I've done a lot since this. But it's not. I feel like I was working with this material with a lot of love and respect and trying to honor the material while changing it. With other projects I've done, I might have a different relationship to it. It might be more of a critique or really kind of trying to deconstruct it in not so respectful ways, I guess.
Would that be like the General Hospital film that you just
reviewed? Well,
there's a film called Franco, right?
I'm not trying to beat up on soaps either, right? But that, yes, I have a different relationship to that where we made a film out of it called Franco that will actually play in New York at the Tribeca Film Festival. And that is kind of more about blurring the lines between high art and low art. We did it, we did the episode at the Museum of Contemporary Art with the soap opera, but then, and then in the film, it's kind of me, but then it's the character, and it's really crazy mashup. So yes, that's different. But I was in a weird position on this film where when I first got when Gus digitized when we got the stuff digitized, Gus sent me the drive, and then I had it in my computer on Final Cut. It was mind-blowing because that movie was so important to me as a teenager, and here I have the raw material in front of me to manipulate, and so it was like having a part of my childhood in a raw state, or my teenage years in a raw state in front of me. But then, I also felt so daunted by how great I think the original is, and by the fact that I'm, working with River Phoenix. As an actor, too. Most people, still think of me primarily as an actor. So here I am, an actor, editing a movie, other people's performances. So I had to kind of get past any inhibitions that those, obstacles would set up. And so it helped me to think about, to conceptualize it, to think about it. Okay, what am I doing with this project? And I went back to the conversations I had with Gus about, how he makes his movies differently now. So we thought, okay, this would be a cut as if Gus maybe was cutting it today. And then also like going back to, the original 3 scripts and using only 2 of them. And then, and so in that way, even though, yes, I'm, of course, a big part of this, I edited it, I can also kind of maybe take my ego out of it. I needed to take my ego out of this project as much as I could. Just because of the people involved in the original and because I was given such a gift, to be able to edit that material, and because I do love the material so much. So I had to figure out a process to kind of take my ego out of it.
You're giving me the cutoff, Sam. I'm going to take 2 more questions, and you've been very persistent there. Yeah, okay. You. Hurry up.
First of all, I want to say that
just ask a question.
It complements Idaho. It doesn't compete. And the 12-hour version should be shown in a museum or a festival situation. I hope it is. My question has to do with Michael's music in the film. Michael had a special relationship with River. And I know you've done a video music video for Michael before, but talk about how the conversation for the music in this particular version.
Yeah, question was about Michael Stipe's music being in the film, and how that...
Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, Michael Stipe was also a collaborator on this film, and I went to Michael. I knew Michael a little bit, and after I had the cut, I went to him and asked him to do music for it. He'd never scored a film before, and this was before I made the video for the 2 videos for them for REM. But I went to him because I knew that he and River had been close friends, and I wanted as much connection to who River was at that time, and I wanted to involve as many people as I could that had known River or were part of River's life, and so yeah, those are songs I guess that are part of their latest album, but kind of reworked for this film, and so that's how that worked. It was a gift. I think it works beautiful.
You, last one. Sorry.
Okay. So I remember you mentioned you like to use a lot of close-up in the whole project.
Oh yeah.
So there are also a lot of close-up. Is this your intention to do that, or just kind of giving the music let us feel the time?
Like now, can you repeat the question?
You've listened to me talk before.
Yeah, I know, but
She's talking about the amount of close-ups in this film, and in films that I've directed. I guess you're referring to maybe The Broken Tower or Sal. I use a ton of close-ups, and this project, this is just using found material. This is using Gus's material. This is just everything he shot. But when I use a ton of close-ups, I sit on the close-ups, and for me, I guess I just have, as a filmmaker, I figured out that I kind of have an aversion to dialogue. I don't like a ton of dialogue, and maybe that's my aversion to strangling stories that strangle.
Learning your lines.
But so by getting in close to the actor and sitting with them, I feel like you allow the audience to be close with them and to understand the character without the character having to talk about how he or she is feeling. And so I'm sure my use of close-ups here is kind of along the same lines where you can just be with River. Like, to me, anything he does on screen, I just want to watch. And so I guess I'm just trying to give you as much of River as I can.
All right, sorry, that's all.